I get asked on a daily basis through Instagram or my YouTube channel, what can I do about COVID hair loss? It is a thing, my friends. It is a thing. My niece Ashley is suffering with it right now. She had COVID early on, and now she is suffering with hair loss, and it has been a struggle for her. So I was thinking about it each time I get a question, what can I do to help them with healthy hair growth? Now, they don't know the reason why people are losing hair with COVID. I don't know the reason why. I'm sure that they'll study that and they'll come out with it in a couple of months or maybe even a couple of years. But for now, that's not helping anybody, is it? So I'm going to just take you through a couple of products and maybe a couple of do's and don'ts that I think will help. So on my scalp right now, because I'm getting ready to do a deep hair conditioning, and I always start with my scalp because the scalp, my friends, is the most important part of your hair. Nothing happens from here down. It doesn't matter if these are lovely or if they are fried. If this is not healthy, it's going to struggle. That area of your head is going to struggle. So the scalp is very important. I have two products that I use on my scalp, and the reason why I use them, I don't use a lot of hair products, but every now and then I use some dry shampoo for volume, or I'll use some mousse. I do use some, but I don't use a lot because I do wash my hair at least every other day. So I don't have a lot of buildup on the scalp. But in today's world, a lot of people have buildup on their scalp. So your scalp is the most important thing to address. So I have two products that I do use, and one is from Briogeo. It's their Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Cooling Hydration Scalp Mask. I really enjoy this product. Now, it says to do it in the shower. I think you miss a lot in the shower. So what I do on my dry hair, my scalp, because you're only applying this to your scalp. It's a scalp mask. So I part my hair in sections, and then I just take the tube and I just go along and I apply a thin strip to the scalp. And then I'll do like 1-inch sections, and I do that all the way through my head. And then, of course, you will massage it all through a couple of minutes. For a good 2 minutes, I massage my scalp. And then you leave it on for 10 minutes, and then you get in the shower and you just proceed with your shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, whatever you're going to do. Now, the other one that I like is from AMIKA, and this is the Pink Charcoal Scalp Cleansing Oil. Now, this one's a little easier to apply because it has a pointed tip. Again, I just simply part my hair, and then I will just take a little bit and run it right along the scalp part, and I will do that the same way I do the Briogeo. 1-inch parts, 1.5 inch, and I just go all the way through and I massage it all through my scalp. This one is a cleansing oil, so it does not matter which one you choose, either or. I like having them both, my friends. If you're somebody who just has a lot of flakiness on your scalp, addressing your scalp with one of these or any other scalp conditioner you find that you like, once a week is great. I think we should all be using a scalp treatment, and I also think that we should also be using a clarifying shampoo if we are using a lot of products. Buildup is gonna give you unhealthy looking hair. So if you are suffering from hair loss from COVID, or maybe it's not even COVID, try addressing your scalp. Now, they also make masks for the scalp and hair. You would use this all over, but also on your scalp. Now, any mask that you use is actually gonna give you good moisturization or hydration to the scalp. But this one is specifically for hair and scalp. It's the day after recovery mask. Now, Lou has actually used this, and we like this a lot. He gets a very dry scalp because he uses a lot of sunscreen. So this is called the Wake Up Circle Mask. And if you have long hair, this mask will be needed for all of your hair. But if you have shorter hair, you'll get a couple uses out of this. It's very concentrated, and it's a thick mask. So it really does cover a lot of area. And it's made with purple clay and rhodoia extract, and the rest is all in Italian. This is the Davines line, which I reviewed their new shampoo the other day, and conditioner and mask, and I love it. And this mask is fabulous. It will help to really get the scalp going. So in combination with one of these, you're really addressing that scalp issue. Now, some of the things that may be preventing your hair from growing back are dry shampoos. And I know so many people use dry shampoo because they're convenient and they just make life easier. That's all there is to it. And sometimes they add a nice body, other times they just add fresh smell. It all depends. I know we live in a day and age where people are very rushed, and also people do not wash their hair that much during the week. So dry shampoos are a must. But if you look at the ingredients on this, denatured alcohol, so drying to the hair and scalp. Now I use both of these, but I don't use them a lot. I only use them once in a while. I can't stand the smell or the feel. I like my hair to be silky smooth. These tend to give it that matte feel, and I just don't like that. But sometimes I need a dry shampoo just like everybody else, because I am trying to wash my hair every other day instead of every day. But because I work out a lot and I sweat, I glow. I truly do. Anyway, these, if you're using these every day until you wash your hair the next time, that's a buildup on your scalp, clogging up the hair follicles, and the denatured alcohol is not healthy for your scalp. So maybe cut back on how much you're using these products. And then again, I do think there is something to using a really good shampoo and conditioner. Just get the best one you can. Even if it's at the drugstore, get the best one that doesn't have a lot of garbage in it, and just really read the label. Read the label. Google what ingredients are really bad for the scalp, and then try to avoid them when you're picking out your shampoo and conditioners. Sometimes it's not doable, but we can educate ourselves and read labels. So that's pretty much the shampoo and conditioner. And again, I'm big on oils. If you have a really dry scalp, you might want to apply a scalp oil. Now, you need to be careful if you're using oils and you're somebody that doesn't wash your hair every single day. There will be a buildup, and that oil will also attract debris. So that's going to lay on your scalp. So make sure that you get yourself on a really good rotation as far as the way you treat your hair. You should be masking at least 2 times a week. You should be doing a cleanse at least 1 time a week, and you should be doing a clarifying shampoo at least once a month. I do things weekly, and my hair is pretty darn healthy and pretty darn long. So now I'm going to touch base on a hair thickening serum that I've been using in a certain area. And this is the first of its kind. I've never really seen any other hair growth serum used with a microneedle. Now, there are some things you have to do before microneedle. If you are somebody who wears a lot of, or uses a lot of dry shampoo, a lot of product, and it builds up, you don't want to you don't want to microneedle over that area. It really has to be a clean area. So for me, if I want to do this daily, I'm washing my scalp daily. I may not wash all my hair, but I'm washing my scalp daily. And it's easy to do. You just put the shampoo on your scalp and then you rinse out. You don't put it through the strands. Very important that you don't go and microneedle over a dirty scalp. All right, so now you take your microneedle. It's as easy as this, my friends. I have a little old spray bottle that I pour 70% alcohol in. You just give it a spritz and let it sit and dry, and then you can do it again. This I do before and after. After, you can soak it. If you don't have time, just really spray it good and let it air dry. That will help to sanitize it. It's a must. This is from Genesis. This is their hair thickening serum. It strengthens and helps hair to grow. Now, the way you use this, I can't demonstrate this because I do have the scalp on, is you first go in and you microneedle. Now, if you've watched my video on how to microneedle, then you know you have to go in one direction and you go smoothly. You don't jump around and jab your head. You go smoothly in one direction, then you'll go in this direction, then you go on a diagonal and a diagonal. You can do this anywhere that you're really thinning. I'm focusing on this area here because I'm thinning in this area, but you can go ahead and use it in other areas. So then you will apply your Neogenesis hair thickening serum. It's too soon for me to give you a complete review because I've only been doing this for a little while now. I like to pretty much use the whole thing up and then come to you with my final thoughts on it. But so far, I really do like it. So you'll put a few drops of this on, you go ahead and you give it a little massage, you go back in with your microneedle and you do the same thing. And that's it. Little secret for you, my friends. I really have lost a lot of eyebrows. You know, I'm one of those people that plucked them till I looked like Twiggy back in my early teens. And that did a lot of damage to the brows. So I've been really, I can get my eyelashes to grow like crazy with Revitalash serum, but I cannot get my eyebrows to grow. So I have been even putting a little bit of this on my eyebrows. And then I do I do the microneedle first, then I put this on, and then I go over it again. And I'm just giving it a try and see how it works. And you'll be the first to know if I come out here with Chewbacca brows. I would not recommend using the microneedle with just any hair serum. Read the ingredients, because you're creating little channels and this is going in there. This company actually works with burn victims, chemotherapy victims. Actually, I've been putting their products on the 2nd-degree burn that I had on my thigh from making chicken wings. And it's amazing how well it worked. So that is an option for you, my friends. It's an option. And you can get this at Freeze Co Beauty and save 20%. If you're somebody who's really at your wit's end, you can give it a try. Like I said, I don't have a final review on that just yet. All right, so there's some other things you can do. Now, Ashley did try a couple of the liquid collagens that are out there. And she said it was very, very expensive and it didn't really help her. And she said some of them taste terrible. This is the only collagen I have ever used. I do switch off my brands. Sometimes I use Orgain. It all depends. Right now I'm using this one. Sometimes it upsets my stomach, so then I switch off to the Orgain. But I'm doing okay with it right now. But a collagen peptide, this has 20 grams of collagen. It is paleo and keto friendly for those of you that are doing a paleo keto lifestyle. It's grass-fed and pasture-raised. It's unflavored. It absolutely tastes like nothing. They also have a marine-based one. Some people get upset stomachs in the form of gas with this one, but they don't with the marine. So just if this one bothers you or if the other one bothers you, try this one. The collagen peptides, they help with your nails, your hair, your skin, and your bones. So you might want to give that a try. All you have to do is throw it in some water, your coffee, your tea, a warm beverage or cold. It has no gritty texture to it. And like I said, it tastes like nothing. So you might want to give that a try. Now for gut health, which is very, very important, my friends. And this is something that I've had to really work on finding something that really helped me. And these are a daily probiotic supplement that I get at Costco, but you can find them other places. But if you have a Costco around you, there's a little bit of a savings. You get a bigger bottle. But it's Floristore, and these really, they have taken care of so many issues for me. I've mentioned before, I have IBS in the form of constipation. I don't have it in the blowout form, but either way is difficult. It's painful. So I take 2 of these every single morning. This is about my 3rd or 4th bottle now. Amazing. But when your gut is really thriving, everything else in your body does as well. So give those a try, or a good probiotic. Another thing you can do is there are specific supplements for nails, skin, and hair. And this is from Phyto. This is the Phytophenier. It's for hair and nails. And I decided to take these. I took these years ago and they really did help. I was having a lot of problems with my nails specifically. And I couldn't get them to grow anymore. The ridges were horrible. So I started taking these and they started to grow, but they still didn't look good. So I was getting professional manicures and they just were not responding. So these are my nails now. Once they got long enough, I went and had the dip powder put on them. So I like it because you can scratch and still feel it. The acrylic nails, when I had them on years ago, they drove me nuts. But this has allowed my nails to grow. So you might want to consider this for hair. I have a lot of hair, my friends. I take these things and my hair is very healthy. It's very long, hasn't been cut in a year. I do take care of it, and a lot of it is genetics. But I know the COVID hair has got people at their wits' end. So you might want to give some supplements a try. Biotin is one. I can't take biotin by itself because I get breakouts in my skin. I don't know why, but I do. You want to make sure that you are taking in enough of your omegas. They are very, very important. I take it in the form of Mega Red. They're small and I don't burp them up. And you don't have to take as many because they're smaller and more concentrated. This is the omega-3 krill oil. I've been taking these for years. Now Lou takes these because it's a much smaller pill to swallow, and he has to take 2 of them, but they're really small. And these are Wiley's Finest Wild Alaskan Fish Oil. I got these at Whole Foods. They're on sale right now at Whole Foods. These you can get at Costco for a great price, and they're on sale for the month of January, I think. But it's important. I don't eat no fatty fish, none at all. I don't eat a lot of protein. So I need to make sure that I'm getting enough of my omegas because I don't eat any fish in the form of thing. Now this is just something that I'm convinced. I am absolutely convinced that vitamin D3 is so important for hair growth. When we lived in New York, my hair grew and I had to color it maybe once I could go 5 weeks. I could. But here in Florida, by 2 weeks, my roots are hanging out. I mean, I colored my hair 2.5 weeks ago and my hair is hanging out. I swear it is because I am in the sunlight now. When you live in Buffalo, you only get sun for a couple of months and then you're stuck in winter indoors. My vitamin D3 levels are up. I always ran low. So get yourself a good dose of vitamin D every single day. You only need 15 or 20 minutes outside, unprotected. I know people cringing, wear a big hat. You don't want to burn, but your body does need vitamin D. So if you don't want to go outside for a few minutes, supplement. And I just get these at Costco, and 2 of these a day, 10,000 IUs, and I get a little bit of sunlight outside. So those are some of my tips. I hope that, perhaps something that I shared with you today, you'll try and go, it's working. Let me know in the comments if it is. And in the comments, if you are someone who has suffered from COVID hair loss, is there anything you did, any supplements you took, any products you used that helped you out? Because so many women are suffering from this. So help each other out. Put it in the comments section, my friends. All right. Everything I talked about will be listed and linked below. And I'm going to go off and do my next video, which is I'm going to do a comparison of 2 tools, my friends, because so many people ask me that as well. Which one would I recommend? So I'm going to do a side by side, and then you can all choose the right one for you. All right, friends, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. So hit that subscribe button. Right next to it is the bell that notifies you of all the videos that I'm putting out. Until the next time, go out in the world and you be oh so lovable. And remember, I love you all. Bisous.